All right, let's talk about this little big loss. It's a big loss. It really is. It really is a pathetic, unplanned game that Valverde had. And I blame this to Valverde. Main man, he knows what he is supposed to do. Why he came up with this lineup is beyond me. I just don't understand why he continues to think that he can get something out of players that are not producing. Why Roberto is in there? Why Alenya is starting? Why isn't somebody else like Busquets, who could have brought some veteran into the game, maybe could have had some spark into the game? Well, Frankie de Jong, not giving him the versatility that he deserves to be in the midfield. You need to, you bought him because he was going to be a difference maker. The defense is still in shambles. I just don't understand how Valverde continues to think that lineups like these are going to make a difference. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know if he took some brain pills or he took something that is gonna make him focus during these games. But guys, you know what? This is pathetic. This is really pathetic. Nobody in this lineup created chances, because usually when Messi is in it, something does happen. Usually, always something happens, even if it's a chance for somebody to score, and if it doesn't go in, that's fine. But this lineup didn't show anything that could give us a heads up or could give us an advantage. This was just pathetic. Alenya, why? Why would you put Alenya in there? It just doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense. Putting in Rafinha as a sub was probably the only thing that really sparked this team. Other than that, Griezmann was nowhere to be found. Suarez is hurt for who knows how long. And Dembele is just inconsistent like he has been in the past months. So we can't rely with this lineup. We can't rely on this lineup, guys. This is absolutely pathetic. Barcelona is becoming it's becoming Real Madrid. That's what it's becoming. It's becoming Real Madrid last season. Last season, Real Madrid was in shambles. They were in the desperate ways, most desperate situations. They couldn't produce. They couldn't get nothing done. They couldn't beat Barcelona. Barcelona is starting to look like Real Madrid. A second version of it. Except the bad thing about it is that we actually got players that can play ball. We just don't have a manager that can use his brain. That's the problem here. And that's the problem I'll be always having with guys like him who come to this club and think that they can shape and form the club just because they played in the past. I mean, I don't really care who you are at this point. Make a difference in the game. Make a difference in the way you line up against anybody in La Liga. La Liga is not La Liga of 6 years ago. We don't have the same tactics that we did 6 years ago. We didn't have the same tactics we had even before Valverde came, because obviously that's not working for us. Whatever is happening behind that man's mind is not happening. It's not happening. It's not giving us goals. It's not giving us opportunities. It's not giving us what we need to be able to get the job done. And that's the thing that I've always been trying to say. And I know that everybody's going to say, Valverde out, Valverde out, Valverde out. Guys, it's not happening right now. It's not going to happen. As much as I want this man to leave, it's not going to happen. We're going to see a lot of this. And I told you guys this right before the season. If this man does not correct his actions, this man does not get his brain right, this man does not get things right on the lineup, during the substitutions, during the tactics, we ain't gonna win La Liga. Period. We're not gonna win Champions League. The Champions League is out of the picture right now. We're just trying to. I'm just hoping we win the La Liga right now. This man, if this man does not perform, this man needs to be sacked right away. If we do not win the next game should sack. Bartomeu has to sack Valverde. What does it have to take to finally get this man out of here? If you look back when Messi was injured, before Valverde was the head manager of this team, Luis Enrique made it happen. It wasn't always perfect, but his plans, his tactics were a lot better. And this is what we needed to have happen. This is what we need to happen now. Valverde needs to start putting up a lineup that's going to work and give us a chance to make it happen. Because putting Aleña in there, I don't know whose idea is it. Maybe he had a few bright moments in his career with us, but I haven't seen anything from the man. I haven't seen anything, from putting in Frankie de Jong to make an impact right away. You need him to have the versatility to be able to go up and down the field. It's not just one spot that he needs to cover. He's not a Sergio Busquets all in all. He is a great defender, but he is also an attacker. Rakitic, I don't know what's going to happen with him. I don't know. We still have to the 2nd of September to know what's going to happen with him. A lot of rumors about him going somewhere. I don't know. Right now, we need players that can perform. And a lot of rumors about Coutinho going on loan, long-term loan to Bayern Munich is not helping us. Because if you think for 1 second that Philippe Coutinho is the only man that can be in that left wing and that's all he can do, you're absolutely dead wrong. Because Liverpool had so much success with Philippe Coutinho. He played so well on that midfield that we could at least try to put him in there and see if we could get something out of that man instead of having to loan him out. We've got so many midfields that we can't put. He can't put together something that is actually going to work for us. He had all summer to figure out how we're going to win against Atletico Bilbao, and he couldn't do that. That to me is not a tactical planning manager for our team. It's ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. And I don't just blame him. I blame the players who are in the field. If you're playing for this club, you're playing to start. You're playing for the pride of this club. You're playing to win La Liga. You're playing to win Champions. You're playing to win Copa del Rey. That's what you're in for this club. That's it. That's all you need to worry about. You need to worry about performing, and your performance makes a hell of a difference than not doing anything at all. And that's what upsets me the most about all this right now. We can't win our first game under Valverde. When was the last time we couldn't win the first game of La Liga? I can't remember. It's been a while. You can tell me that in the comments below. But right now, I'm just thinking, why is it? Why is it that we cannot get this man sacked for situations, for performances like this? He has to respond to the team. Everybody in that board needs to stop blaming players first and start blaming the manager first. Yes, the players have blamed for it, but these are too many times that we can't get things done. Way too many times. We are an elite team. We are not a second division team. We are not at the bottom of the table team. We're not. We are at the top. We should be at the top. This is not good at all. Not at all. Everybody had Barcelona winning this game and defeating Bilbao. It's not happening. It didn't happen. We need to get our act together. And Valverde has to get a better lineup. If he does not get a better lineup, we're going to see another defeat again. I guarantee it. Morale is at an all-time low. It shouldn't be that way. But my goodness, we need to turn things around quickly. Quickly. because Atletico is going to win this. I'm telling you right now, guys. I don't know what to say. Our top three, like I said, our top three attackers were not even there. I mean, they were just not. I mean, Suarez had an opportunity. It almost went in, hit the post, went out. It was just way too close. It could have been tied, of course. But him being sent off because of that injury or coming out of injury is not good news. Now, Griezmann is going to have to figure out a way. Valverde's going to have to figure out a way to substitute, to use Griezmann a lot more. Griezmann is going to have to play a lot better. This is ridiculous. What is it that we have to do to unlock players like this? I don't know. I just don't understand. Frankie de Jong, I can't blame everything on him, but he is supposed to make that first start spark, and then the rest is history. But it didn't happen. We gotta get better. This is ridiculous. I mean, look, guys, I'm just frustrated, just like everybody else here, about what's going on with Barcelona. I think Valverde needs to stop blaming Griezmann, because that's all he did. He's gotta be a player. Yeah, he's gotta play better. But what about you? What about you, Valverde? What about your lineup? What about your ways of handling, coming back from a loss? Even then, are you gonna do better? Are you gonna get the lineup better next time? Because if I see this lineup next time, guys, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind if I see something similar like this, especially in the midfield. We were terrible. Defensive woes, no chances in the midfield except for Rafinha. Griezmann had very little to do on the field. This has to change. All right, I'll let you guys go. Comment in the section below. Let me know what you think about the game. Who needs to go out? Who needs to come in? As far as players, what's your lineup? Guys, it's time for a lineup. It's time for a better lineup. All right. Visca Barça, Visca Catalunya. Peace.